Hey everybody, Brian Gallagher here from MEG Academy, MEG Business Management on my morning walk and talk. And walk and talk with Brian, and I want to just share with you something that just popped into my head. And I thought, boy, I just don't say this enough. In 1999, I started my first clinic. In 1997, I started my first staffing company. And at that time, I really crashed and burned by 2003. 2003, I crashed and burned. I had 2 clinics. I had about 35 employees in total. And my reasoning for crashing and burning was because I failed to have the skills, not the will, not the determination, not the intellect, but the skills. Because I lacked the knowledge and I lacked the responsibility level at that time to get the skills in all the areas that I did not get trained in physical therapy school. I was never trained in as a personnel manager. I was never trained in as an executive. I was never trained as a practice owner. I never understood finances like I should. I never understood billing like I should. I never understood how to retain and recruit and hold on to great staff members. I didn't have that. I just felt like, hey, if everybody comes in and does exactly what I'm doing, or if I just show them how to do it, they're gonna do it. We're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be great. I just showed you how to do it. Why didn't you do it? It took me decades to realize that teaching is a failing proposition. And if you really want to be successful in private practice, it was going to take a heck of a lot more than repeating yourself over and over and then telling somebody else, and God knows how they would twist it and how they would say it, or if they would say it, or if they would do it the way you would do it. So I decided to really research why the top 10% of companies work the way they work. How do they do the things that they do? And what is the secret ingredient to success in private practice? And you know what it is? It's training with consistency, with full accountability and responsibility, standing on the shoulders of excellent communication with a high degree of confront. The root of every problem I ever suffered in private practice was because of my lack of ability to confront what I saw going on. Confront this staff member, confront this idea, confront this policy, confront that our income's not where it is, or that we didn't sign this contract or that contract, or we don't have the new patients that we need. The minute I started increasing my responsibility level, communicating to others effectively, confronting what was going on in my practice, I succeeded in becoming Practice of the Year in 2011. My challenge at that point was consulting is a failing proposition. You go in, you tell people who hire you a bunch of bright ideas, give them a bunch of great solutions to things, and then you're off to the next client, and whether they win or lose, that's of no concern of yours. I never wanted to be a consultant. That is not the way to go. I wanted to do what I did for myself and replicate it for others, but there just wasn't the technology to do that. So now, if you understand that you need consistency as a tool of education for your staff members so they get the same message every single time, and they have a way to take responsibility over it by practicing it until it becomes skill for them, then you actually have a tool within your practice that can't be beat, because it's going to be the same thing every time, and it's going to give the same level of outcome every single time. The only ingredient, the only variable is, did you hire the right person? Did you hire the person with the right level of responsibility to actually join your team and deserve to be on your team? So my advice to you is learn what I learned. Learn how to acquire a program, an operating procedure that's going to get you the training and knowledge for full accountability and responsibility across the board with every staff member in your business, including you. That's what I did with MEG Academy. I needed to solve all of those problems that are just simply symptoms of the bigger problem of my lack of knowledge or my lack of ability to confront what was going on in my practice, and break it down into its parts, and then create a tool around that that's applicable by every staff member in a PT practice. It's not just for the owners. It's not Con Ed. It's not education only. It's not that. It's a tool. It's a system that is in your practice that never leaves, that you're going to use 1,000 times over. So a lot of people are asking me, Brian, what is MEG Academy? How does it differentiate from everything else that's out there? Well, there you go. That's it. It's a division within your company. It's not Con Ed. It's not let's go through some training and let's hope we win with it. It's an actual tool. It's your qual division. It's your recruiting division. It's your onboarding division. It's literally your conflict resolution training division. It's your employee retention. It's how to oversee your billing, how to set a financial plan division. Everything that you're going to implement that you never got in PT school is right inside MEG Academy. I hope you guys are willing to take a look, do a free demo, talk to Nicole, our Chief Development Officer, and learn for yourself. At least be willing to give yourself a half-hour look and see if this is the secret that so many other people have benefited from that's going to allow you to run the practice that you want to run.